Noel's News! It's Noel's News!
How long for that?
Well, Noel.
You have a new song?
Yeah, new song. Did you listen to it?
I did, of course.
Well.
Sounds very like Duran.
Duran.
Very.
Her name is Rio.
Oh, it's very like it.
Yeah.
I'd be expecting a phone call if I were you.
From Duran Duran?
Yeah. You can't go around doing that. Do you know that song, Curtain in the Kitchen?
They didn't do that.
One of them lads. Tooraloo-la-la, tooraloo-la-dee.
I think that was...
Yeah, they'll be on to you.
I think that was Desi O'Halloran.
They'll be... And one that you hasn't.
Wasn't it?
I don't know who it has.
Duran.
One of them new lads. They'll be on to you. You can't... Anyway. I have been busy.
Have you?
Yes, I have been homeschooling the grandchildren.
Oh, God.
For history, I, of course, told them about Adam and Eve.
Sorry, who?
Adam and Eve.
I think it's...
No, it's Adam and Eve, the first two people in Ireland. Adam was a guard.
Okay.
And Eve was an Irish teacher.
Okay.
They were the first two people to inhabit Ireland, Adam and Eve. But now the Irish language, of course, was invented by Paul McGrath. He didn't want to talk to the woman at the time. But before that, they spoke Gaelga.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
I'm familiar with that.
yeah, go home and ask them about that. Geography. For geography, I got the young lads to get out Google Maps. And they have to point out every prick in town. Their house and what land they own. Then for maths class, now little Mike, I get little Mike in, right? and Mike in, and I spin him round. I catch Mike in, and I spin him round in circles for 11 and a half minutes. And then I punch him right in the kidney. And then he has to count how many cows are in the crush while hanging upside down, neck and cider.
It's a fair approach to maths.
Well, I'm preparing him for a job in Bank of Ireland. Seems to be what they do. Then we did PE. He carried 17 calves from Dwyer's back to my place.
Brilliant.
In his arms, like a new bride. That was good for him. Well, the link on my transport box was broken and I didn't get around to fixing it, so... They were fine, but just he was mad, and the girl as well. They were, whatever her name is, they were mad.
Well, she's your granddaughter.
I was trying. I can't be keeping track of these things. Oh, granddaddy, that's her name and that's his name, and fuck it, I have more to be doing than remember names.
Okay.
Jesus, like, oh, can we get a drink of water? Can I have a sandwich? Like, this was happening every 5 or 6 hours. Like, I said, lads, you're going to get a rude awakening when you go to secondary school. I often went weeks without a drink of water. Weeks. I once went 4 weeks without eating.
No way.
I was fine. I don't see the big fuss.
What did you survive on?
Man, hard work. Grit.
Okay.
Some fellas be eating every day.
Yeah, what, this is normal.
That's ridiculous. Now it's all coleslaw for breakfast and oranges. Just, I remember the first time I saw an orange. I had to call the priest.
What?
It was inside in Halpin's shop. I thought it was some sort of black magic. I didn't know what it was. Little banshee. Look, I burnt down the place just to be sure. Just to be sure. Now, they said to me after that was a fruit. Right, they said it was a fruit. a fruit. And I bought Halpin a pint at Christmas. And I said, look, no hard feelings. Right? No, I did. I bought him a pint. Fair is fair. I burnt down his shop because of the fruit. Now, he should have warned people. He should have warned people. Fruit. Anyway, them young Mike Keane and the others, they better eat their dinner because Dwyer wants them calves back. So, I have a bit of local news for you.
Oh, fantastic.
A bit of news. I am taken back to junior B's.
No way.
Yes, fact.
Another year.
In the words of the Terminator, you son of a gun. That's right. That's what the Terminator said. You son of a gun. So Dan was the manager, and they wouldn't give him the money he wanted. He wanted to pay for balls, physio, a few kegs for after the game, and a snack box for the cake. All legitimate expenses. He's gone now. And he asked me to step in, and I said, Dan, can they hurt?
Yeah.
Can they hurt? He said no. He said they're useless, but there'll be a right session. I said, you son of a bitch, I'm in. You son of a bitch, you had me at session. I'm going to do my own fundraiser.
Okay.
Well, I stole a few calves.
It's legit.
Each calf is worth about 3 dozen balls. So, if we get to the South final, I have a few sheep lined up who'll pay for a stripper for the boys. So we'll have an hour to do.
That was you.
Fellas want to get loose. As Kenny Loggins used to say, I can't get no satisfaction.
I don't think that's...
Now, I rang the Lion King.
Who?
The Lion King.
Who's the Lion King?
You know the Lion King. He paints the roads. White lines, yellow lines, double yellow lines. The Lion King is the man.
Yeah.
He's the best hands in the parish. He is my number one choice goalkeeper. Now, he hasn't played since they brought in helmets. His head is too big.
Okay.
Jesse's eyes must be a foot apart. At least. Fuck it, at least. A foot apart, at least. Patsy's welding him up a new skull cap to wear in goal. The Return of the Lion King.
Sounds like a Disney film, to be honest.
It'll be over 18s now, I'll tell you that. Did I have the truck? And I have his brother the trailer. Now, the truck have arthritis, but I want to get him a few dog tablets. So whenever there's a puck out, I'm just going to shout, fetch! I have Chunky Wallace for a bit of pace.
Chunky Wallace.
Yeah, and the Fringe O'Neill. The Fringe is coming in. I'd give the team a bit of panache.
Is he?
You know what? He's old now. He's bald, like, but he's still the Fringe to me. Style is permanent. No, class is permanent. Sorry. Yeah. Fuck, he's the Fringe. I also have 2 Polish lads who work for Dwyer. Now they can't hurl, but they stop a good fella. One of them stabbed a man. I saw them fighting on the street outside the chipper. And I pulled in and I said, lads, your fucking talent is wasted here. I gave them 2 hurleys. Well, they fucking warm off each other. And I said, Pablo, you're the man I've been looking for. Now, I know what their names are. I called them both Pablo.
That's probably considered racist.
Pablo the Pole, by the 2 of them. Anyway, I put the 2 of them corner back because I can't tell them apart. I called out to the house of the Cake O'Brien.
Oh my God.
And I said, Cake, will you dust off your stool? Now, I'm not too up to date on the modern rules, but if they let that man put his stool on the 21-yard line, he will hurl all around him in a 36-inch radius.
From the stool.
From the stool. He hasn't stood up since the pub closed.
Go away.
He now eats, sleeps and shites at the kitchen table. His home help, she's a marvellous woman. She said he has been eating only cake in protest at the government's decision to close the pubs. But I am confident he has the stuff for 1 more year.
Go on, the cake.
The cake. I am told, that the club won the minor last year and have plenty of good young lads.
Yeah.
But this is not babysitting. I want men.
Real men.
Also, Carmel is trying to find John Paul's old collection of fake birth certs. We used to have a blast of them for the children's allowance and the underage football. But he'd be the difference.
John Paul.
And if we could get John Paul, he'd have a better strike of a ball than Tiger Woods. That's fact.
That's fact.
That's a fact. That is a fact. He played in goal one time. He was injured. He had 2 broken legs. He played in goal. He was taking puck outs and fucking he was catching them too.
Was he in a wheelchair?
He wasn't. Now some of the puck outs were short, but still. That young lad would hurl the onion off your burger now. He would hurl the milk back into a cow's tit. He would hurl the balls out of God's underpants. He'd hurl. He'd hurl if he was round.
He's not around.
He might be. I don't know. I never find a young lad and you want him. He's a bit loose.
It's a bit loose.
Now, I am appealing for the fixture list to be released immediately because the fitness of the Cake O'Brien is a time-sensitive issue.
How long do you think it'll take him to get fit?
Yeah. Anything is possible. This team will have grit. This team will have fucking grit. You do not want to meet us in championship. Championship is championship.
Thanks, no. Cheers.
Over and out.
Thanks.